Hey, welcome to KROSS BARZ, the podcast where we discuss interesting topics with alternative perspectives. I am your co-host, Big O, and I have with me...
Hey, Tanae is back in the building one more time with none other the three-time Grammy Award winning super producer Eric Hudson. The legendary, iconic, his dad was Curtis Hudson. Dr. PB, the PGB Hudson is his mom. Also, my soror. Ooh, let's go. Give it up for Eric Hudson, y'all. Give it up.
That's what I'm talking about. I like that intro. I like that, Jeff. Hold up now. Wait a minute. We got to.
You said three. I got four now.
Yeah, you know.
Four. Excuse me. When we start over, let's start over. We got to start over.
No, we got it. He
did four. Excuse me. Thank you.
The great thing about the fourth one that I got is I was able to get it with my dad.
Oh,
it was for John Legend's album, and my dad wrote on that song.
Give it up! Oh, shout out to Mr. Curtis Hudson. Give it up to Mr. Hudson with the Grammy. That's
all right, we got to get into you, but I was like, how's the publishing checks doing? You said,
right.
IRS coming from me, brother. So I don't
it sounds delicious. You know what I'm saying? That sounded delicious. Like, we wrote for John Legend, and we get those. I'll be easy. Not a problem. They're not doing so well. Got you. Yeah.
No, man, y'all crazy.
All right. Okay, let's just start so that everybody know. Eric Hudson, where are you originally from?
New Jersey, man.
New Jersey. Oh, all right, you know what I mean. All right, cool.
Dirty
Jersey. Okay. So now let me know, like, as a child, did you have brothers and sisters or your only child? What's going on?
It's kind of tricky. So I'm the only child from my dad and biological mom, who's Lisa Stevens, who co-wrote Holiday with my dad. But my stepmom, who I don't like to use that terminology. I have two sisters with her. So they're my stepsisters, but they're like my blood.
Yeah, that's what's up. I've heard men always say that, like, I don't have stepchildren, I have children. And but you're the first person I've ever heard say it from a standpoint of the child. Like, I don't have a stepmom because she took me in and she acted as my mom.
Absolutely. My sisters, they're close.
That's what's up. Are you the oldest or the youngest?
I'm the youngest.
Youngest. Oh, okay. So they little brothered you. Okay.
Yeah. To this very day, bro.
Absolutely, as they should. I'm.
They still get on my case. They don't care about none of the flashing lights.
They like brother.
Yeah.
We love your dirty socks. Yeah, we know. Okay.
Do you have a family nickname? Okay. All right. We go. You know the vulture. All right,
he
cool.
Must have been like boo boo or poo poo or something.
Oh, he had a big stink bomb.
little punky or something.
Well, you close.
Yeah. So now you're a youngin. You have two moms. You have some sisters, and now you running around East Orange, New Jersey, and then your dad started doing his thing. And y'all moved up. How was the transition of moving? Different spots in Jersey.
I was young, man. So when I moved to the house in South Orange, I think I was maybe like 3.
Oh, okay. You were young.
Yeah. That's good. Your parents did good for you. And I'm gonna be the first one to tell you. I hope people can listen and hear and say, I'm never going to shame people's parents for doing the right thing, because everybody don't have to go through the struggles. Like, sometimes some people I got to do the struggle. Like, no, you can be all right. You can be proud that your parents did their thing.
No,
your parents.
My folks, man. My parents are. I'm proud of their success.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they still humble people. All of them are humble people. They still humble. So with their success, that's what they taught me. So
that's what's up. And so now you're going through school. Now I ask you about, because I know up there. I know some people up there. So what high school did you?
I went to Columbia.
Oh, hell no. The only thing good in Columbia High School is the girls crack. That's
hold on. Laurel Hill.
Yeah.
Columbia.
All right. I'll give you Lauren, because she went to St. Mary's, but I'm gonna give you that.
Lauren graduated from Columbia.
She went to St. Mary's over there by Seton Hall.
No, she went to Columbia High School, brother. In
Gucci. Oh.
Nah, because
bro.
I was dabbling up there during that time.
She wrote my Hall of Fame induction speech.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay,
all
right.
We got Lauren. We got SZA.
Okay, I ain't know that's new. That's musical.
We got Rotimi.
Rotimi. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, listen.
We got Marquise Brownlee, who's like he's like doing all the stuff for Apple and working with.
Oh, okay, tech guy. Okay. All right.
Columbia produced some good seeds.
Oh, you belong. Yeah, and me. And me. Yeah, I got you. I claim two cities. You know what I'm saying? One I claim because my family. I grew up there most of my life, Plainfield, but I went to high school at Willingboro. I'm one of them kids got in trouble, had to go down South Jersey.
South Jersey kid.
Yeah, look. I went to high school. I claim both of them, so I don't want nobody to be like, he really from like, nobody in Willingboro like, yo, you got brothers and sisters? They don't know I got brothers and sisters because I went to high school there. So it was like, outside, but I did my thing, and my school, we got some people. Willingboro.
I know I had a lot of people down in Plainfield, man.
Yeah. But Willingboro, we like, when they tell you the movie Fame or the TV show, that's like my high school. You know what I'm saying? Like Todd Tribbett, all them, yeah.
Had a few friends.
City High, yeah. We about that. You know what I mean? I'm not even on the list. I'm looking at the list. You know what I mean? Like you on me, like you said, I'm down here on the list. No, I looked at the list. I'm not even on the list.
I'm like, you gonna get on there one. You gonna get on there.
One day I could be on the list. But it's all good. But I love Columbia because I'm gonna just keep it 100. You know what I mean? I had a couple of young ladies that I used to holler at in high school. They was real fly, pretty girls. It is what it is.
He reminiscent.
Columbia had them. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, Columbia had them. And I know, like with what was said, when cats from North was coming in, y'all ain't even know I wasn't even from North. I was up there like, what's the deal?
So in high school,
but the Columbia dudes, we was going down to Arts High School. We was going down.
Oh, y'all was going to Arts?
Yeah, the other side.
Yeah. I know y'all wasn't going to Barringer.
Maybe
Weekly method. Even Shabazz, I had some yeah, but it's all good. But at Columbia, I really respected, I'm saying, that I seen a lot of good track athletes. I want to say a couple of Olympians came from your school. What is it? Joe Clark, his daughters ran for your school.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So what is it? Joletta Clark, something Clark. And because Joe Clark was famous for the movie Lean on Me and Turner. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Turner East Side, but his daughters, I want to say, ran for Columbia.
I think my mom actually, because she works in the school district, I think she was a teacher at the school he was the principal for.
Whoa.
I believe so. At East
Side. Yeah. That's Patterson.
I think I read that.
Yeah. I was. So you talking about during the 80s? Yeah. So that was fly. So can you tell me that going up South Orange, going seeing girls, so that's good. How did you say I want to do music versus saying, look, I'm gonna work for J&J or I'm gonna work for Sharon Blau?
I didn't really have a choice, man. Like growing up in the house with Curtis Hudson.
Right.
I mean, it's instruments all around the house. It's a studio. He's writing songs all day. I'm hearing music, and then and then I'm growing up playing in church. So it was just music my whole life. And then my uncle played bass, and my other mom, biological mom, she's a singer and songwriter. So it was just music. My whole life filled up with music, man.
It's in the DNA.
So now you play music. Did you play at a large church, like a large or like a home base, church?
Home base. It was called New Hope Baptist Church. And
no, I know New Hope. Y'all pastor is famous as heck. Knock it off. It's in Summit, right?
Not the New Hope.
Not New Hope in Newark. New Hope in
East. Okay, cool. Because I was about to say I know some people from Plainfield that go to church up there.
This is a
more. Okay, cool. No, much respect. Okay, you're like, 8,000 members, like
No. This is a regular nice Baptist church.
Okay, got you.
But yeah, my pops played guitar there. My uncle played bass, and they had a group there called the Voices of Hope. So I was playing drums as a little kid at that church, and I ended up eventually, playing every instrument there: organ, bass, drums, hopping from instrument to instrument. For the youth, how I go to youth choir to 11 o'clock.
All that, yeah. I'm a choir girl, so I definitely know what you're talking about.
8 o'clock choir.
Yeah, I'm an amateur superstar.
No,
I was in
don't do it.
That was the young people's department in church, and then I was in choir. I made all city in Plainfield as a singer, and then puberty hit, and it was over. Then I tried to rap. I was going to be the next rap superstar. And then KROSS came out, and I listened to him, and I was like, I can't do that. Then it was over. And then I became a beatboxer.
I would play football.
No. I was beatboxing. And football was just, a way to channel my aggression. I got issues. But, absolutely. I went through the whole gambit. But now I want to know, did your father teach you, or you learned from ear, or you just knew how to do it? Because some people learn, might learn and know the notes. And then some, like my friend, he taught his son and they just play by ear. And then his son picked up that way. And I was like, what? How do y'all do that?
I would say all three, honestly, because my dad told me he kind of heard me playing the piano in the living room. And then he didn't really know. He's like, who playing that? And I was like 5. But then, of course, when you have a dad that teaches you, listen to this, it's not direct, because my dad's not a piano player, but he would just bring in CDs of all these great piano players and bring me to the best churches and introduce me to all of his homeboys that could play. So I just kind of learned that way and just listening, and I had a pretty decent ear.
Oh, wow. So now you picking up from the great, and that's what's up.
I had a natural ear, I say. I mean, I could hear something and play it, but like the progression of getting into jazz and different forms of gospel, I would say that's credit to my dad.
Okay, so now
did he go to school? Did your dad go to school for any of that, or he's the same way? He kind of picked it up and then
he just got it he's just natural.
Gotcha.
Oh wow, that's deep. So now tell me, so now your dad is a songwriter, producer extraordinaire. He sees that his son has this natural gift and talent. How did your mom feel? Because you said she was an educator. Was she trying to steer you you're going to college? You ain't gonna be in that life over there. You don't want to do anything.
She wanted me to focus on the music, but she also was very you're gonna go to college and stuff. And I kind of had a year to when I graduated high school to either make it in the music industry or either had to go to school.
Oh, okay. So you did the Lauryn Hill route because they was at Rutgers for a year.
I didn't go. I worked, man. I bust my butt, and I said,
I ain't doing.
Yeah, I had a deal on the table.
Look, I was senior year. Is that what you said?
No, senior year. So when I graduated senior year, I graduated in 2004. So from 04 to 05, I had to make it.
Yeah.
By 05, I made it.
So listen, I actually knew a bunch of them, and because matter of fact, Wyclef was at Rutgers. It's some people didn't even know that, but Wyclef was at Rutgers. Lauren came there, and what's the start? Young Z. Huh?
That's my big brother too.
Oh yeah. So they at Rutgers, and at that time Rutgers was bubbling because I was supposed to go there, but I need to get away, But they had it rocking, and it was Lauren. But I've heard of Lauren because of the Sister Act, and then I talked to young ladies up there, and they were real good friends. I was like, oh no, I know sis. I heard she could rap a little bit. It was no, she really raps, and I was like, no, I heard she had a flow. They was like, nah, she do that. And then I heard about all them cats from North and East Stars, the Navy heads. And it was no, she with them. And I was like, oh no, she got to be able to hang with them.
Right.
And so that's why I was like, oh yeah, I heard of her prior. She had a buzz coming out of high school because of acting. Because was it Toby, the cat that was a sister? He was in my school. So the one that had yeah, he know me. He went to my church, so he was from Plainfield and went down to Wilmington too. Yeah, so
that's my bro.
Yeah. He knows I am. I'm big O.
we work together a lot, man. That's
yeah. So so he when he left and he was doing Sister Act, we was in school. It was like, yo, he ain't gonna be home for a month. And then this was the second time somebody left school and had to get a tutor while I was in school. Because the first was Wanye from Boys to Men. Wanye. So like he gets credit for being in Philly. I was like, he graduated from high school.
You went to school with Wanye?
Yeah, he sat at my lunch table. Yeah, so like him, Sean sitting there, and I'm always looking like, why you man looking mean, man? Like, why your man looking mean? But you know, me, I'm along with his younger sister Dorothy. So like, you know, so me at the lunch table, you know, and you know, I'm from Plainfield. All we do is crack jokes. That's all we do. So I'm sitting there like, yo, look at your man, yo, get your brow unfurled, you know. But at the same time, you know, we just cracking jokes. But let's get back to you. So now you coming out, you got a deal on the table, and now since this deal, you have this contractual obligation to do what? You have a label deal for being a producer and an artist, a singer, or a musician, or playing a musical instrument?
It was as a producer, songwriter. So I signed an administration deal with my second deal was with EMI. So Warner Chappell was my first deal.
Okay, so Warner.
You said an administration deal?
Mm-hmm. An admin deal. That's when they pretty much just collect your publishing and your royalties. So you might give them 20% and you collect 80, or you get 90 and they get 10.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if you sell a song, but do they help you sell the song?
Yeah, they can, because they can put you in different rooms and connect you with different artists, depending on how powerful the company is.
Okay, what is the first song that you sold? Like, you know, you're like, oh my God, I got to check because I sold this song. Because they say all artists know they first.
On the first, I was for an independent artist, for this artist named Algebra.
Algebra.
Yeah. Kedar Massenberg's label. That was
Kedar had everybody from Philly.
Right, you know, that's the first check that I ever got. It didn't come out, but I got paid for it.
All right, yeah.
Hey, that's automatic.
As I like to say, Kedar was.
I would say the first real check I got, like from a major label, was for Miller J and Marcus Houston. I did this song called "Good Looking Out," and that was my first check I got from Universal. Like,
all right, wait a minute, you got to go into that. You got to go on that, sir.
You said Marcus Houston.
That in. What's "Good Looking Out" mean? What's that about? What's the concept?
Oh, good looking out. It's like telling the dude, like, good looking out, little homie. I'm glad that you showed me just what you all about. You know, like, good looking out, for like letting me know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I was about you. Good, I needed that.
Oh, no. It's like good looking out. Nah, good looking out will put me on game that you.
Yeah. Oh, good looking out.
Yeah, good
put me on game.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's how they do. Oh, good look.
You shady. I see you. You know, I see you trying to play me. So good looking out.
Yeah. Okay, that's nice. All right, good looking out.
So doing all that, how did you not get caught up with all the? Because with girls, you're out of high school. They know you're doing your thing. How did you not get
with girls?
How did you not get
light skin? Oh no, he light skin. Look, got a little from Jersey. He had a swag with him.
You know what I'm saying? Could have got lost in it, and you know the girls trying to do the setup, and you know.
I
would say it's half and half. I mean, I definitely, you know,
dabble. Yeah, dabble. You gonna say you dabble?
I had my dad in my head, my sisters in my head. I had, you know, OGs, you know, telling me different things. Don't do this. Don't get girls pregnant. Oh, everything, man.
Sure.
They gave you stay in your head. So I think that kind of kept me somewhat grounded. But I definitely, hey, man.
I'm sure.
You're indulged. I
can
imagine.
Kept praying. That's all. They just kept praying.
I was 22, 23.
22. And you got a hit single, and you got family. Oh no, sir. Listen, I'm just keeping it 100. I wasn't gonna ask that question because I was like, you know, that was understood. You know, because you know, I've seen them label cats. Them cats be corny, and I'm seeing your swag already. I'm like, oh nah, he good. Like he good.
Bro, I just kind of stayed to myself. I kept a lot of the people that I came up with, that I grew up with, around me. And then, you know, just kind of just did my thing, man. Stay low key. I didn't try to get too much, try to jump into videos and this and that. Just try to do my thing, man. You know.
Yes, stay grounded. That's much effect. So now let's get some good stuff. All right. So now you in 2004. The 50 Cent arrival comes. There's beef in hip hop, and you dealing with B2K and the B2K remnants. and then you dabble in the hip hop, and you got R&B. All right.
Yes.
So now, were you ever involved in like the beefs? Because during that time period, like around 2000, I want to say 2005 to 2008, it seems like everybody had to have a beef.
Mm-hmm.
You know, were you dealing with writer beef or / artist? I don't want to, like, artists told you I don't want you working with them because I'm doing this, and they were having these type of problems.
I never went through that. The only little fake beef I saw was between 50 Cent and Ye when they did that album, when they put the album against, but that was like, I don't even think that was real.
No, it wasn't. 50 already addressed it. It's just
that's the only beef that I've ever been a part. I've never, had an artist say don't work with this person or don't do that. Or I've never been involved in that.
Okay. Now we do want to touch on some of the artists that you did work with, and I want to know how it was working with them. So, for instance, we saw on your credits you worked with Whitney Houston, and she's an East Orange native. How was that for you working with somebody such as a magnitude of a Whitney Houston?
Man, that's probably one of my proudest accomplishments, man. To be honest with you, Big O, it's like she from East Orange, she a Jersey girl.
Mm-hmm.
She grew up going to the same high school with my mom. She know my dad. It was like she grew up on the same street as my great grandmother and grandmother, on Dodge. So it's like, it was just, to be in the studio with her, man, was surreal, bro. And her energy, her presence, and who she was just, she was the truth, bro.
Okay. All right.
I seen the interview did you see that interview where she talks about you on there? And she said that on the song Worth It that you produced, that you was songwriting and production on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were working with another cat on that. John Tay, was that his name?
John Tay Austin, yeah, the GOAT.
Yeah, John Tay Austin. And so she said on there, this was like little Eric Hudson. She's like, I was so proud of him because I knew his mom and his dad, and to see me working with this young guy, in the studio. And I was like, yo, that gotta be nuts.
Yeah, I gotta tell you the story though, but you gotta think though, when she walks in, she doesn't know who I am. So she's not looking at me like little Eric. She's like, who is this young? I know he's not in here to produce me. This is not the guy. But who is this kid? So she's like looking, because they're like, this is the producer. And she's like, you got to be kidding me.
Right. I'm Whitney Houston. You bringing this little.
What's going on? But then she started looking at me. She's staring at me. She's like, where do I know you from? And I was like, my mom, my dad. They wrote Holiday from Madonna. She's like, what? And then after that, we was good.
Wow. Yeah. I could imagine her looking at you, because right now, I'm just being honest, bro. You don't look a deal with 30. So you look young as hell.
Thank you, brother.
You know what I mean? So I'm looking at you like,
38, bro. I'm 38, man.
You don't look a day over 30. You almost 40. Like, you don't. Like, if you walk in there like, I'm 26.
Because the industry can take a toll after a while if you that's late night studio sessions, bad eating, long trips.
No,
alcohol.
A lot of water, trying to take care of myself, man. I don't want,
That's sweet.
So I got another question too. Hold up, because it was about that too. Because on that album, that song "Worth It" was the last track on her CD. Is there when you have placements on somebody's record, does it matter where you place as far as validity? Because Alicia Keys has something on that same record, and she was like the first track on there. You were like, near the bottom. Does it matter where you're placed on a record, or just that you made it to the record?
Well, if you have an album cut, it doesn't matter.
On your album, yes.
Alicia had the single.
Yes.
So that's different when you have a single.
Gotcha.
She had video and radio. They didn't push Worth It. Unfortunately, and that's the best song on the album, in my personal opinion.
Oh, it is.
It is.
I looked at the words and everything, and I was like, we're talking about holding hands in the car and all of that. There's some really dope lyrics in that song. That's a good song.
All on that one. So I can't call it why they didn't push that for a single radio, but I'm grateful. It sold 4 million copies on the album, and I'm grateful.
That's what's up.
I think she reached out to them though for hers. It said in there that she actually reached out like, I want to do a song for Whitney Houston, and she got Swiss with her, so it was like, okay, sure. She reached out to them like, I want to be on here.
That's Alicia and Swiss. That's it.
Yeah, that's a double combo. So
she's going to cut the song.
Cheese and large fries. Yes.
And the song was good though.
Yeah, it was a good song. Yeah.
Good song.
Yeah. Okay. So now during that time period, you have Whitney, and it seems like this new up and coming not up and coming, because during that time she was already established, but they kept on putting together because it seems like Clive Davis artist, he always puts an artist against. Like Jennifer Hudson had to go against Fantasia. Back in the day, it was Phyllis Hyman against Angela Bofield. Whitney Houston, it seems like Mariah Carey. So did you ever write for Mariah Carey as well?
Yes, I did. I got to work with Mariah. I wrote a song for her called Infinity. It was on her Greatest Hits album. And I co-wrote that with my homegirl, Mooney Long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Money Long, the young.
Wrote on that too?
Huh?
Money Long wrote on that?
Yeah, we wrote it together.
Oh, wow.
Back then?
Yeah.
I thought she was. I thought Money
was a writer before that. Did I know?
That's Priscilla Renee. She's one of the greatest writers of our generation.
Yeah. Wow.
You look, this is what it is. Not me and her, her and Mariah, because Mariah was very influential on that record. Like Mariah's a beast as a writer too. So we collectively wrote that. But
that's dope. Woo.
So now you writing for both. That's good. But did you see any consistencies of people at the upper echelon level? Because looking at your list, you work with a variety of different artists. But did you see like, okay, the A list, they come in and they have certain what I would say certain things that they do that many people may look at and say, man, that's awesome, but you kind of see similarities. What is it about an A-list artist that you see like, okay, that's a
great question, bro?
That's a good question.
That's
a great question.
You know what I'm saying? So like Mariah, Whitney, who else I work with? Usher, like they're just very, 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 very professional. Like when Whitney came in, she was just ready. She had the lyric sheet. She was prepared to go right in the booth. She just needed some hot tea, and she's ready to. Some of the younger, newer artists, they want to come in, they want to chill, they want to, it's just they want to bring their crew, they want to, just hang out, talk, eat. Mariah, she comes in. What are we doing? Let's get to it. Let's write right now. It's just very professional. I think they've been doing it so long. It's just a professionalism to it that's different from some artists.
All right. So now tell me, what is the difference between rappers and R&B singers? Not actually say R&B because you've done all genres. Singers and rappers.
Marijuana.
Okay, wait a minute now. Hold on now, because look, we ain't gonna catch those dispersions on anyone. But
let's just be honest. Rappers tend to more indulge in the but singers they don't. Typically, I don't see smoking too much and drink because they got to sing.
True.
I've never seen us smoke or drink or none of that stuff.
Okay, have you seen somebody take a line, like do a bump or anything like that?
Nah, not in my. Not in my presence. I can't say it's never been around, but I don't think people would be smart enough to do that around me because I'm gonna be like,
okay, cool. I thought you was like,
so
hold on,
a moral etiquette. All right, let's studio. Like I can chill, but there's a limit. There's a.
But LA, man, LA is a
That's awesome. You somebody said, hold on for one thing.
Yeah, man. But I'm gonna be, you gotta remove yourself.
Absolutely.
And you was talking about songwriting. So when you write a song, is there a certain way you write a song? Do you write it according to the chord progression? Do you write it according to the artist? Like, how do you hone your writing skill?
Couple different combinations. It could be the artist. They can request something like, man, give me a vibe like this, or you can just be sitting in your crib and come up with something and send somebody something and they like it. It's just a matter of different ways. Or when you're collaborating with people, you guys are just vibing. It's energy. Somebody might throw out a line and you come out with something and just vibing.
Oh, you took Jay line. Jay said that about Tanae. He said, you made a hot line. I made it a hot song. Okay. I heard you. I heard it. I heard what you said.
I'm a Jay fan, so
Okay.
I'm still talking about that.
Yeah, because I'm a nod. I got you. We gonna talk. but now, right? And have you ever written something with an artist in mind? Like, you didn't work with them, being like, oh my God, I got a song for this person, and you wrote the song with them in mind.
All the time, but typically when you write the song for that person, they don't like it.
Wow.
Somebody else take it.
I like to tell a story because when I learned that, I was sitting there like this. Oh my God! Did you know Deborah Cox? Her biggest selling song called "Why Did You Get Here?" Right?
Yeah,
that was
Montel Jordan wrote that.
Montel Jordan, correct. And he wrote it for Patti LaBelle, and she passed on. He was like,
"That's what I mean." Patty probably heard it like, "Oh, that's not me."
Correct.
It's your interpretation of what they.
Then a new
artist would like.
Biggest song of her career.
Correct. Wow. And when I heard that, and then I started listening more for like those instances, and I was like, oh my God. And then I never knew that was common. So it was another one that was crazy like that. And I was like, what? And it was like, yeah, it was written for oh my God. But that one, it was another one. And it was that was Deborah Cox, Regina Bell, her big hit, and Neo. What is it? L.A. Reid told him, he's like, it sounds better if a woman said so. Irreplaceable.
Yeah. Right.
Bro, I remember being in the office, like in the in Def Jam office, hearing Neo's demo. Like I'm sitting in the lobby and I'm hearing that song, and I'm like, this is a smash. And they keep playing it over and over. This is before Beyonce, bro.
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna be out of here for him. And then
a
year later, I heard it on Beyonce, and I was like, oh, you out of even more.
Hey, a song will pick its artist, because as a matter of fact, remember your dad was talking about on our other interview when they wrote Holiday, that was for their group. That was for the Pure Energy group, right? Yep. And the label was like, no, and then it ended up going to Madonna, and then it blew out the water. And you got to be okay with that, because either way.
Best decision
ever.
Yes, right.
In this house, I'm here because
no checks. Them checks looking good.
I heard it.
Yeah, man. Wow.
That's dope. I love that. Yeah.
Cool. So now, listening to some artists, because you just said you like Jay, and I'm like, I'm more of a Nas guy.
Okay. Nas is my guy. I work with Nas.
I love Nas.
We understand, because you are a musician. So I know you love music. But some people like to choose, and it's like for me, I was like, I just was talking to the producer Shalene, and I was like, Nas is number 1, Jay is number 2, and then some people may say, oh, I said my top 3 is kind of hard to break. That's gonna be Nas, Jay, and LL. I said if you look at the career, LL, I know, and then if you put some other people,
LL last night, back to back.
But when you happen, I said, you got to look at his championships, because we were talking about Buster. And I said, he can't crack the top 10, because you got to look at these monsters. Who you going to take out? And he took out Big Daddy Kane.
Top 10 in as far as rappers?
Yes. Oh, whoa. Let's stop for a second. Excuse me, sir. Can you please give us your top 10? Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh, my goodness. You wanted a lot. Maybe
no. He said he wanted it. We gave it to him. Come on, brother.
Rappers are LL Cool J.
Yeah.
Rakim.
Ooh.
Nas. Jay-Z. Biggie. Tupac.
Ooh. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 more.
You got 4 more.
Ooh. Big Daddy Kane.
Ooh. BDK.
Oh man. Ooh, it's getting rough.
Very, sir.
Jay-Z.
You said him already.
You said Jay-Z.
Jay already?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You only got 3.
Oh, best rappers. Oh, all right. Lauryn Hill.
Ooh.
Okay.
I took her out, but go ahead.
Malik. Yeah, he said that too.
Yep. We have a very
Lamar.
Yep. I'll put him over Lauren.
Last one, because he's the most famous rapper in the world. Snoop Dogg.
Hey,
okay. So now your list and my list are very similar.
Okay.
I mean, very similar. Because when I told Liam, I said, because I didn't have Snoop Dogg in it.
And I got Eminem on there.
I did correct, because we were talking about that. And I told him, I said, one of my preference, I said, I just put this artist because he was one of our favorites. But I could see if somebody took him out, and it was Ghostface. So I put Ghostface in there.
You know somebody that I left out that's an honorable mention?
Oh,
Jadakiss.
Jadakiss. No, Jadakiss. Yeah. But now watch this. Yeah. I'm gonna give you the honorable mention on mine, like the 5 of them. Now watch this. You had Big and Pac in there. I did not have him in my top 10. Now this is the crazy part. I know it sounds crazy, but let me explain. I had no Biggie, no Pac, and this is the reason. I said Biggie only technically had 2 albums. I said everybody that was on my list. That's why I took Lauryn Hill, even though she had the greatest hip hop album of all time. I don't care what anybody say. Miseducation and Lauryn Hill is number one, and the other one that's the over top of her is Thriller. Even though some people say Bad, Off the Wall, I say Thriller is the number one over everything. And then
Miseducation is not the best hip hop album because it's a combination of R&B.
Yeah, you got music, acoustic,
reggae, like it's a fusion.
That's why
it's not a pure hip hop album.
Correct, but that's why I said hip hop because I didn't say rap. See, most people get those confused. So if I say rap album, I wouldn't put that in it because hip hop is
ready to die.
Oh, okay. Now watch this. Because of the age, and I think you know, the Adventures of Slick Rick.
Yeah,
but you put that Doggy Style. Yeah, there's some Chronic. I can name some killer.
That album over the Chronic.
Which one?
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Because right now you have kids in 2023, 2021. I've heard kids in high school say, "Oh yeah, that's my favorite album." You are not getting a kid right now in 2024 saying, "Hey, you know, Doggy Style is my favorite album." They're doing that.
No, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. But just
I don't know.
Yeah, I can name a gang of out like for real.
Reasonable Doubt.
Kanye wasn't on that list either.
Reasonable Doubt is crazy, right?
Yeah, don't kill me.
Now what's this? Look. Reasonable Doubt is crazy, but I can name 5 off the top of my head that's better than Reasonable Doubt. Quick. And 2 of them right there, you said Doggy Style and Chronic is better than Reasonable Doubt. Doggy Style, Snoop first, The Chronic by Dr. Dre first one is both better than Reasonable Doubt. Now watch this. Now I got to come up with 3 more, and I could do that without a problem. So that's why I don't put Reasonable Doubt up there. However, I will put Illmatic up there.
What about Illmatic? Okay,
Illmatic, but that's not my favorite Nas album. My favorite Nas is Illmatic. I like Stillmatic the best.
I like Stillmatic.
However, I thought it was written was better than Illmatic, but that's some stuff. And then we had a conversation about Kanye. Kanye had 3 classics in a row. There's only like four rap artists that had the 3-peat. Kanye is 1, Ice Cube is 2, and it was somebody else that had 3 classics. And I think I gave it to Drake that had 3 in a row. Because
I didn't put Drake. Ooh.
Yeah. No. You messed up that list. Yeah. Because watch this. I took Biggie and Pac out, and I put Kanye and Drake.
It's hard to pick when you just thinking.
Because if you look at their career, I'm not talking about impact. Please, I know people want to kill me for that. I'm not talking about impact.
Best 10 rappers of all time, like albums like that.
Album, yes. I'm not,
dude.
Okay, now watch this. I'm gonna ask you because you put Tupac over Drake.
Yeah.
That's tough. See how you had to think about it, and you might think of other things, but if you go album for album, I don't think there's 2 people you could put too many people over Drake and Kanye.
What song could Drake play against Dear Mama?
Yeah, I don't really. I mean,
Drake is
an entertainer. I don't know.
If there's a more impactful song that Drake has more than Dear Mama, Brenda's Got a Baby. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, he hit the core.
Now watch this.
Right.
I'm not a huge Drake fan, so I don't know his catalog this, but this is what I'll do. I can name real easy because I'm a Kanye fan. I can name 3 songs by Kanye real quick that'll beat that. Life of the Party. Look. Life of the Party could beat Dear Mama.
No.
I'm
disagreeing with you on that one, though.
Oh, bro.
Him and Andre 3000 and Life of the Party. With DMX at the end.
No.
With DMX at the end, I literally almost start crying listening to that song.
Dear Mama.
No.
Life of the Party. Him talking about his dead mama.
No. I don't think so.
Dear Mama makes people all around the world cry, bro. Like
no. Literally, Life of the Party by Kanye and Andre 3000.
Jay, he trolling. He know Life of the
Party. Yeah. Thank you. See, that's that Willenboro. That's that Willenboro a little bit. That's what that is. He's a little bit.
All right.
He let the playing field go. That's that Willenboro.
He know that. Come on.
Oh, come on.
Tupac
I'm not saying that.
Oh,
My favorite
that thing hit the world and was like.
My favorite Tupac song of all time is "So Many Tears." That's my favorite because most of the time, like that's why I know Tupac so well because I'm sitting there. Like most people don't even know his best album. I'm like his best album was when he was in prison. It's "Me Against the World." Tupac. That's where "Dear Mama's" on that. The other one,
Michael Jackson, bro. Like he's like
changes.
a whole nother
level. Nah, I won't give him that because Mike was a artist. I think Tupac, he loved hip hop and he changed and he was very extremely talented.
Yeah,
you talking about
people.
Influential though, like
change the game.
He stood for something more than just rap. It's like I don't know. Yeah, Tupac.
Bars.
Nah, he listen. Right. I don't want to get too far into it, but he wishy-washy because I can tell you some other stuff, and it's like you gotta look at it.
He might have his ways, but he still stood for something, man. You know,
he did.
He did. Man.
I agree. I'm with you. I'm with you.
I won't take that from him. You know.
No. All right.
Keep going. All right.
Cool. So we're gonna.
All right. So now. All right, we heard the top 10. We going to discuss that probably off camera a little bit more, but but during this time period, you talk about coming from out of high school, now coming to your record contract, and then from your contract, you wrote wrote songs for different artists, and then you were producing, different level of talent. Can you tell me about the transition where now your name is solidified, like, he's a hit maker, he has a Grammy, and what was that change? So for instance, you may have said, oh, he works with this team, oh, he's an in-house producer for Kadar, or he's an in-house producer for this particular label. But now that on your own, that's Eric Hudson, not Eric Hudson Jr. No, that's Eric Hudson. That's that dude. Like, tell me about that trend.
Curtis Hudson Jr.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I think, man, I was fortunate, man. So like, once Entourage came out, by Omarion, like that kind of solidified me as a producer. Like I was fortunate. I had every artist in the game after that record, like calling me, like hip hop dudes. I got a chance to Neos, everybody, man, the Ushers, the Beyoncés, everybody liked that record. And even though that wasn't a mega smash, it became almost like a hit, like a cultural hit. You know what I mean? Like I can't think of the name of what I'm trying to say, but it's like an underground classic, I call it.
Okay.
Like people love that record. So it helped me get into other doors.
Okay. And now that you were getting other doors, were you doing any soundtracks, Bernie Chad, for movies? Because that was one of the things I was looking for. I was like, like he's doing scores. So like
never scored anything, but I did some soundtracks though. I did.
Like they picked.
Oh man, you got me thinking. What's the movie? I did with Chris Brown and Lauren London and This Christmas.
This Christmas. Okay.
Whatever the Christmas movie was that they did. I did something for that with Jordan. I worked on something with Raven Simone and Martin Lawrence on College Road Trip. I did the theme song for that movie. And then I did something with Brandy for Meet the Browns with Tyler Perry.
Okay.
That movie. So I worked on a few things and did some stuff for some Disney stuff. So
okay. No, because I was looking like for this stuff and I'm like, okay, let me see if he get into his Quincy Jones. You know what I mean? Because I'm looking like, did he score this whole?
Something you want to do?
No, not yet. What'd you say?
Is that something that you want to do though? Would you get into?
Something I aspire to do. Yeah, that's the next level.
That's the next level. That's what I was looking for. I was like, because for me, it was just researching and then saying, all right, let me see if he took the set. And it's like, nah, maybe I don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not up. You know what I'm saying? So I
haven't scored. What you're saying is scoring something, like scoring the whole thing. I haven't done that. But I've done plenty of things on like movie soundtracks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but scoring, that's Quincy Jones level.
Yeah. No. We put you there. You know what I'm saying? We put you there.
Absolutely, we do. We do. So I just got a question too, because when you're working with other like producers and you're writing, and you got a thought and they have a thought, like how do you agree to disagree and still come out with the hit? Because some people are like, well, I'm a better producer. I want this sound, and you gonna say I want this sound. Like, how do you mesh without having a conflict and still come out with something great?
I always use the term like split the difference, like meet me in the middle. Like, so let's take the best of what you got, take the best of what I got, and we put it in the middle, and we should get a good result. You know what I mean? I try to just listen to different people's opinion and don't try to like not listen to what somebody's bringing to the table. And I asked.
So you don't feel like you lost or you had to like give up more than you wanted to satisfy. Maybe this personality was stronger, or this person was a little bit more
personality.
Okay.
Yeah, me personally, yeah. We're here for the music, to get the best song, to get the best results.
Bars.
No ego, no attitude. Let's just come in and get to work, man.
Okay. Now, can you tell me a project that you wish you were on, like some artist or an album you was like, man,
you ready? Drake, Beyonce, Jay-Z.
No. What album? So was it what album?
Rihanna. I'm saying all these artists I'm inspired to work with, I haven't worked with yet. I worked with Beyonce, but I never got on the album with her. So I would love to be on any one of their projects, man.
Got you. Oh no. It's gonna happen.
Do they have to reach out to you? You can't like send them something? Do you wait for them to call you? Like, how do you? Okay.
No, I'm submitting stuff all the time. So sometimes people bite, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they like it, and sometimes they don't.
Gotcha.
You know what I can say too? Like, I'm listening to like a lot of your songs, and they're all different. Like they don't sound the same. You know how if you hear a Timbaland producer, you know a Timbaland sound. When you got a Sweet Beat, they got a Sweet. When you got a Pharrell, there's a Pharrell. But I don't know if there's like an Eric Hudson sound, because it seems like you just mesh with the artist so well that it's just them.
I don't really have a sound. I just try to do just soulful music is what I call it, man. Do music from my gut, my soul, my heart, and just that's it, man. Whatever I'm feeling. I don't try to go make something sound like what I did yesterday. I hate, for me, that don't, move me.
So it's not a good or bad thing that you don't have. Some people look for so it didn't hinder you in any way that you didn't.
It depends. Some people might look at it like, man, if you had to did this, you would have branded yourself this way. But then if you look at the career, you look at everything.
You got a lot of
And I like that. I like being able to go from working with a Nas to Disney, from going from Disney to working with Kanye, Kanye to Jadakiss to Alicia Keys to. It's like I like that. I like being able to do that, and you don't know what record I did.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Now we gotta get into our Jay and Nas thing. All right. How don't you? Okay. How do you not fan out when you right there with Nas and be like, yo, man,
right?
Godson came out and I was in high school, and Still Mad it came out and I was rocking. You know what I'm saying? I was in the Altima with my man with the 212s in the back, and we was banging. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how don't you fan out right there?
Fan out is not the word. Like, you gotta think, you get a call like to come to the studio to meet Nas. When you walk in, it's Nas and Salam Remy.
Oh wow!
Like, it's not. So I'm fanning out twice.
Yeah.
Salam Remy is one of my favorite producers.
Like,
wow.
And then Nas is just cool, man. Just man. Like, ask me about just jazz records and music, and just this real humble cat, man. And then play me some beats. I played some stuff, and he really into it. I could see him like it's a yo.
Yeah.
You can't put it in a word, bro. It's like
no doubt. But the reason I wanted to talk about like the Nas and Jay, because I see the evolution of battle, whereas they had a beef and they had an issue, and then I see what's going on with Kendrick, Drake, and Cole. Okay. And I was making a comparison because I'm younger, now I'm older, and I said, it evolved, and how who you like depends on who you feel is one. And now it seems like people don't know how to graciously lose. Like, okay, I lost the battle, but I'm still a dope artist. And it seems like, oh, you lost. Nope, you can never do anything. And I want to know like your perspective on like, okay, what's going on now with the Kendrick, the Drake, and the Cole.
I taught not to be a sore loser, man. Don't be a sore loser. You take the L, take it, keep it pushing. You know what I mean? But I don't want to get too into that because both of those dudes is,
Yeah, they still competing and you competing. Got you.
Yeah. I mean, I was one of the first to bring Drake to the club in Jersey. His first hosting at Club Abyss.
Wait a minute.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. Wait a minute, sir. You trying to bring Drake to Jersey?
I brought him to Jersey.
Hold up, that must have been a zoo over there.
He had a baby.
I was Club Abyss.
I
think Malik used to bounce at Club Abyss.
Everybody. He had the whole. It was packed like crazy. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah,
okay, you know,
one night. Yeah, it was a jersey.
Yeah. That's what I was like. What? You know, like, but you know, those.
And then me and Kendrick. I mean, I worked on the recipe with with Dr. Dre and Kendrick. It's like his first single from Good Kid, Mad City. So both of those dudes, I have like a high.
Oh, you want a classic? Oh, that's the classic. Good Kid, Mad City. That's another classic. Oh, but I was a little disappointed. They gave him an award. I think that was a BET award, and he was up against Jay, Nas. It was Kendrick and somebody else, and they gave it to Kendrick for the one he did. Was it 30 something? His first one. It was almost like a mixtape. Oh, it was the number 30 or something, and I was like, yo, you can't do that because Nas had Life Is Good. It was Life Is Good, and then Jay's joint was something. I forget the album that Jay.
They can get political.
Yeah, and I saw it, and it was like Kendrick Lamar, and this is like he had a little buzz, and I was like, you can't put that album over that. But he was there, and I said, oh, and that's when I looked and said, oh, y'all doing the politics, and I really was like, no, let the dude
prove, but he proved, man.
Now, I have a conspiracy theory. I want you to tell me yay or nay. All right. Okay. I believe that all this stuff is happening with different artists and different things, Puff and all these things is happening because they wasn't associated with Jimmy Iovine. I'm looking, it seems like everybody who was associated with Jimmy Iovine always get, shielded. I said, I've never seen Dr. Dre. I never seen Kendrick, Eminem, who else? Snoop. I never seen any of the 50 Cent get caught in like sexual scandals / like career-ending type allegations. But anybody else, you getting it. And even they business, as something like even a business is a little bit straight because dealing with him. And I'm like, I think something else is going crazy because it's almost like if you down with him, you untouchable in the music industry.
That's a thought that I've never really thought about that, bro. But that's only thing I can say is that I know Jimmy and I know Dre very well. They just seem to be like stand-up dudes, man. They like solid. It's like no BS with them. You know what I'm saying? Dre's a hard worker, bro. When you work with Dre, you there to do the music. You get paid well. They pay you on. It's like they seem to be 50 Cent is solid.
Business.
Snoop Dogg is a good cat. You know what I'm saying? Good dude. He's a
good dude.
I'm saying like when you're around the Dre's, the Snoops, the Jimmys, the 50s, all of them, like you see how they act and they're very business, you know what I'm saying, orientated. They're about their business and treating people fairly. And I think that's why they are where they at. Now, I can't speak for anybody else. I'm not saying that everybody else is unfair. I'm saying the way Dr. Dre conducts his business, he's very, very fair with everybody.
Okay. So now the next question becomes, who have you seen that wasn't about their business or not? If you can put them on Front Street.
Yo, man, it's been nobody. I don't even want to mention this because it's probably not the time to mention Puff's name. But even with Puff, like he's always been fair when it came to the business. Like when he, saying, yo, I want you to co-produce this or additional production or keys, like. He pays you. It's never been any weird things. Like, he comes in the studio. He's very focused. He wants to get the record down. So I haven't really had too many bad experiences. With things like, like that. And maybe because I credit it for my dad. I think because a lot of times people be like, your dad's Curtis Hudson, right? I'd be like, yeah, he did Holiday, right? I'd be like, yeah. They'd be like, okay, Off Limits.
Okay. And that's fair enough. And that's cool in itself. So now tell us about the family life and marriage, children. So do you have any children?
Yeah, I got a daughter, man.
You have a daughter? How around the age range?
5.
Oh, okay. You knew that. Okay, cool. Baby girl. And I'm trying to figure out, like, all right, are you married, not married, or
not married now?
Okay, cool. All right, you still available,
man? You gotta go back.
Are you still available, or you still out here?
I'm off limits, man. I'm just chilling. I'm just very focused right now.
Okay, so for everybody who don't know, that means that he got a boo. So and she's watching.
And I want to say too, like you have a daughter now. So when you're doing music, you're writing music, you're producing music. Do you feel a responsibility to the culture or to the people with the lyrics that you say, or anything like that? Because you shape the culture with what you're saying. And the songs they got out about females now, do you feel a responsibility even more now that you have a daughter to write a certain way or something like that?
Well, I do. So it's like sometimes you might send somebody a track or a beat and you don't know what they're gonna write back to it. So you might get back and it's like, you said I wouldn't have said that. So if I'm writing something, I'm thoughtful about what I'm trying to put out there.
Gotcha. Yeah, have you ever taken? Can you take a song back, like if somebody did and wrote something to it? Your beat, you don't care.
Nah, give me my stuff back.
You can take it back unless the artist want to cut it. Let's say the artist want to cut the song. You're like, oh man, they like it. What you gonna do then?
Right.
Yeah, I've heard some lesser artists get they whole joint taken by a larger.
You could.
That's wrong.
Awful. Like you jamming, they be like, nah.
I try not to move like that. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
That's horrible. That hurt my heart. Like
I look at this one artist and I just look at her and say, she take every one of your songs. And that's A. Marie. I look at A. Marie, love A. Marie, and it seems like Beyonce just
love her. A. Marie's my homegirl.
With a new one.
She working on a new album right now.
She got a new album coming out. Yeah.
But I always look at A. Marie and was like, yeah, Beyonce just yeah, let me get that one and that one. I'll be like, yo. I'm like, oh man.
Celebrities in A. Marie and B, but now both of them is cold. But A. Marie,
yeah, I love because I'm an A. Marie fan, and I was like, look. The one that's not on Spotify that you can't do, but you can get on YouTube is Somebody Up There. And I'm like, man, like, why you don't have that on your joint? I got you on my playlist and everything. Hold on, you know what I'm saying? All that. And then it's like Somebody Up There.
She in the studio cooking right now with my boy.
Yeah. But she got them DC people behind her again. So, them cats is, they put that go-go plate.
Rich?
Yeah. Yo, she cooking. That's why I said, yo, she cooking. That's why I was like, They bought that whole style with the drums and everything. I was just like, I see what you're doing. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we had this game, right? It's called This or That, right? So I like to say, some people come on and be like, it's like another show, this and that. And I say, I was on Rutgers Radio, WRC 90.3. It was mine first. Now they're bigger than me, but I started doing this in 2003. What I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? So this is that. So my goal is to make you say both. So you can say, one or the other, and then you might say a couple of times, neither. I don't like neither. And then you can't choose between it, and you be like, man, both of them. All right. So let me give you, as I like to say, a little layup, little easy one. All right. Oatmeal or grits? Damn, I thought that was easy. All right, you're gonna be in trouble. Okay. All right, so here we go. All right, Patti LaBelle or Aretha Franklin?
Aretha.
Okay. Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan.
Jay or Nas?
Oh. Dun.
Both.
Big or Pac?
Biggie.
Okay. Naughty by Nature or the Fugees?
Oh. Yo.
That was an uppercut right there.
Yo.
Yeah, there you go.
KG.
I know you can't go home, fam, if you get that wrong.
Yeah,
I got you. Got you. All right. Let me give you an easier one. Let me get you. All right. Yeah. Nah. Okay. Let's go to sports. Let me give you something. All right. The Giants or the Jets?
Giants.
Okay. You got that. All right. Okay. Uh-oh. LA or California? I mean, say LA or New York?
New York.
All right. You got to check. Okay. Beyonce or Alicia Keys?
Beyonce.
Okay. Michael or Prince?
He's a musician.
Both, bro.
I thought he was
Okay.
Prince.
Now let's go for I'm
That's
gonna
hard.
speak in a language he understands. Quincy Jones or L.A. Reid? I mean, excuse me, Babyface. Excuse me, Babyface.
Oh,
yeah, Quincy Jones or Babyface? Excuse me,
Quincy Jones.
Okay, all right. Wu-Tang or Outkast?
Southern playlist Cadillac. Yeah.
Okay, I think I know this one, but I gotta ask. Okay, Ross or Jeezy?
For me, Jeezy.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let me go.
I love Ross though, man.
I know. Look, you're not explaining. This always happens. Like, yeah. I got you. Okay. All right. Look.
I'm just remembering when Jeezy first came out. Like,
all right.
Man, like,
I know. It was a movement. Right there. It was a movement. I know. Yeah. All right. Listen, they're gonna get harder. Rick James or Lionel Richie? Songwriters.
Man, bro. Lionel Richie.
Yeah, okay. Let me see where you at. Okay. Ooh, let me get in this one. Boyz II Men or Jodeci?
Jodeci.
My heart.
Okay. Drake or Kanye?
Kanye.
All right. Let me give him some more R&B. Let me give him some more R&B, some hard stuff. Okay. Anita Baker or Shaka Khan?
Oh, Shaka Khan.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's do it. Let's throw him another. Let's throw a curveball. All right. The Clark sisters or the Hawkins family?
That's tough, but for me, the Clark sisters.
Okay, more recent. I got you. Don't worry about it. Let me give you some. Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is what I do. I try to mess you up a little bit. Okay. Oh, now let's go a little bit back to sports again. All right. Earl Campbell or Tony Dorsett?
I'm not familiar with them.
You old, you forgot.
I apologize. Let me go more modern. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna come a little bit more modern.
What basketball, football? What?
They're football.
They're
both running backs.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Got you.
You put me like more like Emmitt Smith, like that.
Yeah. I'll bring it up some. All right, apologies. Look, I bring it up some.
Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders.
No. I get it. I bring it up some. Here we go. Let me get Chris Johnson or Shady McCoy.
I'm telling you, I'm lost right now.
No, they both recent. All right, they become way more recent. All right, Lamar Jackson or Cam Newton. Let me go with that.
Thank you, Lamar Jackson.
Okay. All right.
Well, I'm a Lamar. I mean, Lamar played for Baltimore. I like Cam too.
All right. Okay. Cheesesteaks or pizza?
You said who?
Cheesesteaks or pizza?
Oh, pizza.
Pizza. All right. Okay. All right. And let's give last two. Okay. Because you from EO, so we gotta figure this.
You should have said sandwiches or Coopers.
Nah. I ain't going.
Yes. Coopers.
I was gonna do a steak and take, but I was like, nah. Let me just say cheesesteak. Because some people are like, what is a steak and take? Like, yeah, that's Jersey. All right. So now let's finish it up with some hard ones. All right. Parliament Funkadelic or the Ohio Players?
Man, bro. Dang, that's hard. My dad is such a big Ohio Players fan, and but for me, Parliament.
Okay. All right. And I'm in this one. Let's see how you do with it. All right. Gwen Guthrie or Evelyn Champagne King?
Both.
Yeah. Bars.
Yeah. I was seeing. Look, I was trying to see what you was gonna do. I was like, let me see what you do. Bo, good job.
Hey, I love that. Hey, before we get out of here, I got a few more things, a couple more questions before we get out of here. As far as like a lot of these for you, I'm thinking about something that you can market yourself with. Like, do you have something that an Eric Hudson microphone, an Eric Hudson keyboard, or have you branded anything like that? Are you looking to do anything like that?
Well, I've been in talks with Fender.
Oh, the guitar people.
Yeah,
Okay, got you.
Bass, maybe E. Hudson bass type of branding type of situation. So it's in the works. So we'll see.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. And then as far as how music has changed throughout, your journey, would you say you like this era better? Like, what is your era that you feel like you learned the most, was the best, the one that you kind of relate to the most?
I mean, if I could have grew up in any era, it would be probably the 1960s and 70s. If I could do music and how.
What?
Yeah,
I love it.
There was no rap in the 60s and 70s, right?
I do, but you got to understand, my favorite music is Isaac Hayes, Curtis Mayfield.
Yeah.
That's what I love.
Old school.
See, I was being nice. I didn't ask you about all the 80s. I asked you some big 70s because I could have went Freddie Jackson, Luther Vandross, or something like that.
Because everybody draws from somewhere, but you
I
would
love
know.
That, but I go over to Luther. I go Sam Cooke, Tyrone Davis. Like just old school cats that I like, man.
I got you. I know the old school.
But you grew up church. Any gospel or everything in that production in that range? Nothing there. One
gospel song I did for this artist named Wes Morgan. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's a white guy.
He's a white, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Preacher and singer. I did with, who I did it with? Donald Lawrence.
Donald Lawrence. Yeah.
The arrangements and stuff, but that's the only song I ever produced. They sing it in the churches, so
Hey, it'll work. He tapped all over.
Yeah. So
I want to work with Kirk Franklin. That's my bucket list.
Kirk Franklin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
you gotta get.
If what's the name can work with him, you can too. What's the name? Didn't Glorilla just work with Kirk?
Yeah.
Kirk Franklin.
Yeah.
The Glorilla can get with Kirk Franklin. You can get with Kirk Franklin. You got a lot more accolades.
Glorilla work with him.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let's ask that question. How do you feel about all the women in hip hop going to super sexual and we don't have no female lyricists anymore? How do you feel about that? Because I know how.
You got them. They just naked.
We have at the upper echelon. We do not have no female lyricists.
My homegirl Rhapsody.
That's one.
Oh yeah, Rhapsody's dope. Yeah.
That's the only one.
Now Nicki Minaj can rap.
She can rap, but she is not at the upper echelon.
What?
She is good for
bars?
No.
Oh no, she's very, very.
Jean Grey, but Jean Grey is not as large as them.
Nicki went up with Kanye and Jay and like.
I like Nicki. I like her bars. I do.
Come on.
I like
a
Nicki.
little witty like Wayne. You know what I mean? That's what she kind of reminds me.
And I understand that she's nice. I'm not denying that.
Now, but everybody else, I just feel like they're catching a wave, and I'm,
right.
And
I like Lotto a little bit.
Lotto can rap too, though.
I like Lotto. Yeah.
I look at all of them like I put them all. Megan, Lotto, Cardi, Glorilla. I put them all right there. Like, y'all selling Image, Ice Spice. But now, if you go with like
Lauryn Hill, if you said bars like a Lauryn or Rhapsody.
Bahamadia. I got a whole bunch back in the day.
Like Queen Latifah who could spit.
Yeah, but she could spit, but I know what Nicki gonna say. Nicki be like, I write my own stuff, where some of them didn't. You know what I mean? But if you say upper echelon where you throw them there and you say it's a jungle, you got to eat your way out. I don't think there's only one that I say, you know what? She could do it. Because when I grew up, I seen Lauryn like straight. You be like, y'all better not get in that ring because she eating up everybody in that cypher.
Lauryn Hill grew up rapping in cypher.
Yeah, with the Rotten Rascals and all them cats, youngsters. Yeah, absolutely.
Lauryn is a different animal.
Yeah.
All day facts, because even Eminem was up in Northeast Orange rapping in the dungeons with them young cats. Some people don't know about that part. But let's go on the other end of it.
Eminem's favorite rapper, one of his favorite rappers is Tretch.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. And Master Ace. Absolutely, because you listen to Master Ace and you listen to him, you be like, they sound just like. I'll be like, you got to know, you got to be a little historian, but Crazy G is probably the one that can freestyle the best. But now, if you look and say, let's say, Rhapsody, and you listen to her bars, and it's like, she's way above that. However, if you just had a female cipher and you said, all right, can't have no pre-written thing. Y'all could be in the booth and y'all gotta come up with a concept, y'all whole thing, y'all get it right, and I'm gonna give y'all a half hour. And then y'all gotta come out and y'all gotta eat whatever's here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Nicki is on the same length as a Rhapsody. It's almost like somebody who can rap very well. Like
I disagree, man.
I think that Nicki picks more commercial beats.
Okay.
Now, if you put Nicki on Rhapsody's beats and tell her to just straight rap, New York's just rap. Yeah. Don't do all your characters. Don't do all the voices. Just rap. She can rap, bro.
I'm not saying. I'm saying that there's tears. It's almost like
Rhapsody would tell you that though, and that's my homegirl. She would tell you like Nicki Minaj is highly respected by the Jay-Z's, the Nas's.
I like Nicki Minaj.
The Rick Rosses, the Kanye's. Like she's up with the lyricists.
I'm gonna give this comparison. It's almost like when Wayne felt like he couldn't go at Nas and Jay, and I was like, I don't think he understands that there's levels to this. And when Jay got on Wayne joint and spanked them on his song, and then he had to re-release something, and then when he even came up with re-release, everybody was like, that still ain't it.
You know what's funny? You didn't put Wayne on our top 10.
I did. He was on mine.
Y'all sure did it.
Oh, I didn't even tell you mine. Oh, I apologize. My top 10, because I didn't say mine, and I just told him. I said yours are very similar.
Listen,
you gotta put Wayne in there. Come on.
I gotta take Big Daddy Kane and put Lil Wayne on that list.
Oh my God! See, you did the same thing. Right now, let me show you my top 10.
No disrespect.
Mine, yes.
And after this,
yeah. Okay, and it was I got Nas, Jay, LL, Rakim, Big Daddy. Big Daddy came off, and I had to put Kendrick in there. Kendrick, Kanye, Drake. I had Ghostface.
Ooh. You had Ghostface over Biggie? Ooh.
Yeah, because of longevity.
You got two more.
And I said Wayne. Did I say Wayne? I said Kanye and Drake. Did I say Wayne? Wayne, that's 9. And I took Snoop off. And who did I put in that place? I had somebody else in that place. Well, Snoop, that was the 10. Because I took out, there's a couple of people I took. I took out Lauren because she only had really one album. Even that Unplugged, I don't count that, but she had one album. And I was like, if I'm going to take, and that's why I told you, I said I took Pac and Big off because I had to put Kanye and Drake in it because of longevity. They got like 15 albums a piece. So you got to go with somebody who got six albums.
Put Drake and Kanye over Tupac and Biggie, though.
But no, just think about it. You think about, but for me, what I'm saying is that every one of the people that I mentioned, and I liken it to like basketball, all the people have MVPs. So now for a season or 2 or even 3 seasons, they was the number 1, except I can name 2 that weren't. Like everybody gives Jay the credit, but I always say Jay is nice, but every time he came with something big, it was somebody. So like when they said, yo, Hard Knock Life, and I was like, Nelly came out, right? So I was like, he wasn't number 1 because that first Nelly joint was different. And that was the same time because Eminem came out the year before. So you might want to look at some stuff, but I still give him credit because I'm from East Coast and I have East Coast bias. So over time, certain people dropped off. Lauren was one, Scarface was another that dropped off of mine.
Honorable mention, not to cut you off, brother. DMX.
Yeah, DMX.
Oh,
DMX. And the reason why I was like, I said DMX was never like DMX and 50 Cent. 50 Cent was number 1 for a brief second when he first came in there.
50 was hot when he
50 was hot.
How hard, bro? 50.
Yeah, but now watch. He was never number. It's almost like when you see basketball and you be like, okay, he was number 1. And I say, all right, I'm gonna give you somebody who was dumb nice when I was younger, but you can't put him because there was some monsters ahead of him, and that was Steve Francis.
That's my
Steve Francis was that dude. But if you sit down and talk to somebody, be like, was he in front of Allen Iverson and Kobe Bryant as guards? You be like,
no, but he busted.
But yeah, he is that dude. Yeah. But you saw he had monsters ahead of him. Yeah. So that's what I was saying about DMX. I was like, DMX is mad, but I never saw DMX ahead of Jay and Nas. so I couldn't put DMX in it.
He sold more records.
I'm not denying that. That's why, because even watch this, Rakim's in my top. He would have the lowest. But you know what Rakim meant to hip hop. LL, if you look at the longevity of career, LL is like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He's the GOAT.
Best basketball career. Yeah. So now when you look at Kareem and you put Kareem's whole career up against anybody's, Kareem has the best basketball career. You know, he won 3 state championships in high school because freshmen couldn't play. He won 3 national championships, and they put in the no dunk rule in college because he was coming to college. Then he came in, was rookie of the year, and then won a championship. And then he won 5
most unstoppable shot.
The reason why, because they actually said it was unfair for him to come in because he was so dominant. They said no dunks. That was for Kareem. So he came up with another move, and that's how the Sky Hook comes. So if you look at his career, you'd be like, he had the greatest career. So I look at LL.
He had the most points, right?
Yeah, until LeBron, but yes.
Kareem's the GOAT.
Yeah, so now I look at LL. If you look, he had the first rap love song. We still know words. When I'm alone in my room, we still can sing it.
I listened to it last night.
He was Drake 30 years before Drake thought about it.
Look, when I'm alone in my room, I said, guys, we still know that. So now when you start looking at some of these guys, and that's why I always quantify it, and I say, yo, if you say impact, that whole list changes. You know, your top 5 is going to be Tupac, Snoop, then, you know, Big, and then you're going to have to say
Nas.
No, I put somebody over Jay Nas talking about impact. I put Queen Latifah over them. Yeah, I said impact. See, it's different.
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, see, impact is different from
Latifah. Yeah,
Latifah is a whole movement.
She's a shit and everything, acting, rapping, producing. She's
She's and that's what I'm saying. Like Jersey. Yeah, true. And she's Jersey. So when we say impact, I'm like, that's different from people who can rap. And then before I used to be on straight lyricism. So Drake and Nas was off and Big and Pac was in there because I was like, they had people writing for them. And then when I heard what people was claiming writing, I was like, that's not fit. You know what I mean? Like a whole person to write the whole joint. And he'd be like, yo, in this part, I want you to say, yeah, I got that. And then they got little writing credits. And I was like, yo, you didn't, no, that ain't fair. And then you messing somebody's name up because you told them put a right there. So I'm like, yeah, I did that. And I learned that. I was like, yo, hold up, what? You know what I mean? I was like,
ghostwriting, man. That's I call it ghostwriting.
Yeah.
That's what it is, yeah.
But then you start looking at it and saying, and then I said, okay, I liked it to comedy. I said Richard Pryor was one of the greatest, but Paul Mooney wrote for Richard Pryor. But does that take away from Richard Pryor's greatness? You'd be like, no. You know what I'm saying? So now I was like, I'm all about the musicianship. And then I said, well, you got to put Drake and Kanye because the longevity. They got 15 albums apiece and at least 5 to 6 classics in there. Now, Biggie, he got 2 classics. Pop, yes, I give him 3, 4.
God, bro, they lied.
I'm not denying that. Gail Sayers was one of the greatest NFL players in history. However, he got injured early. They said he was going to break every record, but he got injured. So you can't give him credit for stuff he didn't do.
How many records did Tupac sell?
Well, that's different because if we're gonna sell, then you got to put Eminem. You got to put Eminem on that list. You got to put Nelly on that list. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If but you
I'm saying, so there's different levels to this. You
can't, right? He only did how many albums? What, 3 albums?
Nah. He got one.
I don't know.
He got 6.
Tupac got 6.
Well, after he died, they put out 2 2 more. Okay. So without him dying, he has 5 albums. Right.
Before he passed, he got 5 albums.
Yeah. Remember, Me Against the World was his 3rd album. And that's when he went to jail in 93, 94.
And what did he sell? 75 million records?
That's crazy. But no. Watch this. Now you got to ask the question: is how many he died? How many did he sell before he died? Because you know, after you die, your numbers go up. Mm-hmm. So we got to ask that question because that's not a fair comparison with somebody's alive.
Maybe
because now you say
50 million in real actual sales, physical sales.
And he was physical sales versus the digital one. So you got a point there. Yeah, you got a point.
Think about
that's a very good point.
Man. I don't know. I mean, I think Tupac was a different animal. I don't know if he was alive. If he was alive today, I don't know where he would be.
Probably to me, I think he'd be
in the world.
No, he'd be right next to LL. That's what I think. He would do what LL just put out a album, and the album was good, and it wasn't dated. So now when so when you listen to LL, it's like he actually had to start doing stuff that wasn't dated, but LL always jumped back in the ring. So remember, he was in a sitcom called In the House when he put out Who Shot You. Some people don't even make the comparison. I said, yo, he was out of the game. He just jumped back in real quick.
I never knew he did that.
Yeah, he was doing the Will Smith thing. He was doing that In the House, jump back, Who Shot, then jump back into movies.
But you know what? How
Into Deep. What's the shark movie when the shark killed Samuel L. Jackson? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he jumped back in there and he dipped in, but he was on his way out. And then he come back again and he had jump on a remix, and then he did the station, Rock the Bell station. And he was promoting that for 2 years.
CSI.
Yeah, and CSI, he been running that ever since.
A little show that was on TV, the little reality lip sync thing he was doing.
Correct. He was hosting that.
So he was doing everything.
I want to say, yeah, correct. And that's why I say I think Tupac and LL would be a great comparison. And if you look at LL, he did everything that in rap that you could do. And then he went over, because if somebody says, well, who's greater, career, you want to follow. If you look at
the Oprah of
because I remember that people were saying that Will Smith was the blueprint, and I said, well, I think LL followed it and surpassed it because we still respect him for rap. Whereas Will Smith came out with an album a few years ago, everybody was looking like this.
Yeah, he got a new joint out too, but
look, everybody looking like this. All right,
I liked it. So
I like Will, but it's like
Will, my bad. I like Will.
Yeah,
I like Will too. So in saying all that, he was talking about jumping back and staying relevant. Question to you before we get out of here, is a couple more things. How do you stay relevant throughout the times? You're not dated. Everybody can't bounce back. How do you stay relevant? And how do you keep the money flowing and not blow it? A lot of people blow it now. So 2 questions. How do you stay relevant? And for those new producers coming out, how are you going to keep your money, keep it going?
Well, blowing your money, I would say, I went through this personally. So, don't buy too many cars, don't go out to the clubs every night, the dinners and all of that stuff, and watch the girl, just have somebody to monitor your money and watch your money for you. You know what I mean? And, just be smart. Don't overspend. And like my dad always tells me, he says, like, don't count it before it comes. You know what I mean? When it's, so even if something's coming, like, wait till it hits. And then when you see it, it's real. Don't just think that you got, so just be smart. That's the best advice. And what was the other question?
Is how do you stay relevant throughout the changes in the industry? How do you still stay relevant with your music, your sound, all that?
I would just say stay consistent to who you are. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever your style is, your sound, don't change it because something new's coming in. Even if you add that new flavor, right? But keep what you do the same. And I think that I'll give you longevity and sustain you in this industry. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's work for me like that,
You got anything coming up that we need to know about, and shout out your social media and all that?
Oh man, I got Halle Belly, a song with Halle Belly coming out. Got some stuff with her. I got some stuff with Ari Lennox, Coco Jones.
All right, hold up.
Coco Jones,
How you stay single with these pretty young things? Now I'm married, but I can talk to you, youngin. What you doing?
I was like, Coco's like my sister. Me,
Coco Jones? Oh, that chocolate thing?
She's young, man. I'm 38. Coco like 23 or something like that.
23. Oh, no, she on the field. Oh, I thought you meant she was on the sideline. I was like, 18. She's on the field. She's playing. She's running the ball.
I've been trying to keep it professional, man.
Oh, okay. Like, I thought you was going to say something. I was like, look, I ain't R. Kelly.
I want to keep her on the album. I want to get the call back.
That's right.
You get the call back. Do it right. You get the call back.
If you make it messy,
some people might not.
Oh man,
might not be all that.
Today's time is better. You just,
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you,
brother.
Yeah, and you know what? Right. That's why you are who you are, and you have lasted so long. You have the awards, the accolades. Lord knows me, and he like, you stay back here. You know what I'm saying? So I can be next to my wife, my children, and I can deal with them in a productive and fruitful way, because in a respectable manner, you know what I mean? Because I'm sitting there when you said them, I'm like, hey, bro,
Lord,
they on the field.
No, they all beautiful women, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Because I thought I was the only one. You know, you be in there and be like, yeah, it's gonna be late night. We're like, what? Hold up. It's just me and you in here.
You gotta have a chaperone with you. You gotta have.
And she's singing, and now she's looking at you singing, and I'm like, hold up, supposed to be.
Typically, you got the manager, you got the assistant. There ain't no one.
Okay. All right. I'm just. And then, and you can sing. You mess around playing something like, and looking in her eyes, and you light skin. I like
and he hit the keyboards like
yeah, you on a keyboard,
brother. I'm not looking at nobody's eyes. That'll get you the corny button. That'll get you the
corny. Man. All right. Well, man, thank you so much. So much for blessing the podcast, man. Good time. Just glad you considered us as KROSS BARZ podcast. We coming, y'all. We coming. Y'all better pay attention. I'm Tanae. That's Big O. This is KROSS BARZ. It's KROSS BARZ. And you can find us on Instagram and Facebook and X and all those good things, y'all. Stay tuned. Like us, follow us, subscribe, y'all. Shout out to Eric Hudson. Keep making that golden music, bro. Keep making the music. We love y'all, man. Peace.